Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. Well, this time, something that's not so old. Last time, took a look at Rabbit Rachel, thing about some kind of dog girl. Well, this time, it's Cat Girl. Yeah. And this is Cat Girl, is from Antarctic Press. And the character is created by Ben Dunn, who I've talked about several times before. And I will again. I got to meet earlier this year, and I bought this from him. At his table at the, what was it, Wicked West Comic Expo, I think is what it was called. And of course, all his stuff is manga style. He did not do he neither wrote nor drew this. He created the character, and I don't know if this fits in with his other creations, such as Ninja High School and Tomorrow Girl and the stuff that branch out from that. I don't know. There's nothing mentioned in it here. And this is volume 1, so if they've had any others, I haven't seen them yet. But it is written by David Furr and drawn by Jane Wen. And I have to laugh at David Furr, Cat Girl Furr. And I'm not making fun of David Furr's last name. I have relatives named Furr. Okay, and Jane Wen is couldn't find much on her. She is a manga comic book artist, and she lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And she did the graphic novel Eve the Elf. And David Furr is a writer at Antarctic Press on Cat Girl, Crimson Scorpion, Exciting Comics, and Tomorrow Girl, among others. And he did the series of Frontier Graveyard. Yeah, Frontier Graveyard. Some kind of Western zombie thing. And as a kid, he got hooked on comics with Marvel's Secret Wars 2 series. And he credits Peter David and Frank Miller as writing influences. So you can see this is a lovely cover drawing. And of course, the main character, the background is so dark and muted that it just thrusts the brightly colored hair and face of our main character forward. And the kitty cat. Well, the kitty cat's not really a kitty cat. That's the goddess Bast, who plays a part in here. So, and Jane Wen, she's listed as illustrator. So I presume that she did the colors too, since there are no separate coloring credits. And it is just beautifully drawn and colored. It's just a marvelous job all the way around. When I first got it and I realized that Ben Dunn hadn't drawn it, I was kind of disappointed until I looked at the artwork, and it's just beautiful work. Yes, it's done in the manga style. I'll take a brief look here. You can see, right on the title page, and Ben Dunn autographed it and did a little drawing on there for me. And there's the Cat Girl, and it started off with something on the news, something between of a fight between two superheroes who thought each other were the bad guys, and then we see it pulls back and we see this is the girl Katie Merriweather. In the morning before going to school, getting ready to go to school, her dad's saying goodbye. Says, I'll be home late, so don't wait up. Yada, yada, yada. The girl goes to school. She talks with her friends, and she's supposed to meet up with a friend after school because she is a gymnast intending to go to try out for the Olympics tryouts. And here she is after school and thinking her friend shows up. Oh, nope, it's not. It's Mistress Shadow, and she controls some shadows. Has these shadow images of her that come to life and do her deal, and they're about to abduct little Katie. And her dad calls her Kitten, so she's usually referred to as Kitten. And smash! In comes Catman! Catman? And it turns out that her dad is Catman. The bad guy knows it, but Katie doesn't. Katie, run! And in the process, fight. Katie tries to get away. Catman tries as distracting, and but he gets captured because the lady's not alone. She's got Death Trap along with her, captures him, and then she brutally stabs Katie in the chest. Oh, and Catman is rendered unconscious, and they just go off and leave her. Later, she wakes up. Well, she's in a morgue? Yeah, she's in the morgue. And here's where we get to some of the really beautiful cat there. And this is what she has been awakened, brought back to life. It's one of her 9 lives by the goddess Bast, the Egyptian goddess Bast. And it turns out that Bast is where her father gets his powers from. And here Catman is taken to Scalp Hunter, who is unknown, but he is prolific. I guess he has killed a lot of superheroes. You can see here all the masks and stuff that he's told. And he concocted discovered a way to discover the secret identities of these heroes, and so he's done so. And here we go. Oh, here Bast adopts a human form. It's just beautiful rendering here, and the colors, and all of that. And she gives some background, gives the girl her powers. Her name, Cat Girl. She has cat powers, and her costume. Meanwhile, monologuing from the villain, and Bast shows Cat Girl where her father is at, and then lets Cat Girl go do her thing. She smashes in, wants to save her dad. Yada yada yada. Confrontation, some fighting. And then in the process, she's evading capture, but in the and all this, and fight, and then accidentally one of the villains accidentally releases Catman. So now he's in the fight, and they're fight, and knocking out all the bad guys. But Scalp Hunter, the main bad guy, gets away. So here we are weeks later, and he is not happy about his little girl becoming a superhero, but he doesn't have any choice in the matter. So he is training her. They are in the midst of a training session, and Beth said, since I know who we are, we have to hide out here. We can't go back home, can't see our friends, can't go to school, and any of that. Well, at night, she slips out, wants to go see her friend, and her friend is startled. Oh, yeah. But it turns out Scalp Hunter had staked the place out. Yes. And so now he gets her, and he's apparently going to kill Cat Girl. She fights back, drops the gun. It's a nice rendering of a 1911 .45 caliber automatic pistol. And fight. And the friend gets the gun and threatens him. But she's a little timid about that. Whack. It's more fighting, whack. But then the girl finally zaps him. But it's not just a 45. What the heck? Because there's nothing but a pile of ash left. Catman's there, police there, everything's okay, everybody's okay. Surprising, this guy is dead, but then it pulls back and we see, no, he's not dead. So something is different. It did not kill him, and they don't know what the difference is with that gun. And that is the end for now. Woo! And that is actually a really fun read. I really enjoyed it. I think it was well written, well crafted, and I'm glad they didn't use the traditional manga pacing, or this story would have taken 4 volumes, and more contemporary American style pacing. I really liked the artwork. Had good panel-to-panel continuity, good stylization, good visual storytelling all around, and the story itself was very enjoyable. So I think all the way around it was a good read, a good product. And so it's Antarctic Press and under Indie Comics, and can be found online, I'm sure, if not in one of the comic shop. There's nothing in there to tell me where to look, but if you just look like under Indie Comics online, it'll probably show you right where to go if you want that, or some of the other products, books that they have been publishing with Ben Dunn, etc., and other indie publishers. So that's what I've got for you. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. It's some really nice artwork, and do look it up if you are at all interested. So please like, share, and subscribe. And do leave a comment. Do you like Ben Dunn? Have you ever heard of Jane Wen or David Furr before? Did you like this artwork? Because that is the most raveable aspect of it, was this nice artwork. So thank you for joining me. And remember, comics are art.